expenses too much that he decided to leave the house. It is said that the Amazon region has many romantic scenes, so Sander decided to survive here for 5 days to prove himself. He sat on a boat to rent money to the place, looking at the boat falling in. Sander's heart full of worries but also extremely excited. Before entering his survival life, he only brought a few simple tools such as fishing tools, a lighter, a metal bottle to hold water, a water purifier, a self-made flame, in addition to just a film camera and a knife. Although he has abundant survival experience, it is not easy to survive in the Amazon rainforest. The weather here changes very quickly, even faster than his girlfriend's face. Not only that, there are a lot of crocodiles here, not counting the venom, not to mention the deadly poison that hits lightly immediately. But that's nothing compared to Sander, who suffered a lot of injuries from his wife, so he decided to give up and he didn't want to go home. Just like that, Sander went deep into the forest. Due to the bad weather, Sander brought a jar of water with him. Luckily, there was a small river nearby, so he went there to get water. He collected a full bottle of water, then poured the water into the jar, so there was water to keep, otherwise he could water at any time. Next, he continued to go deep into the cold Amazon forest. Not long after, Sander found a swampy area. There was a river next to it, so the water source was resolved. Sander decided to camp here. Thanks to his strong strength, he struck hard into the nearby trees. The tree has to be buried deep in the middle of the forest. While he was working hard, it was just as expected, a rain came. But with a strong person like Sander, this is no more surprise. He continued to rain to shoot the tree, he shoot a branch and the sun came back. Sander took off his jacket and then continued the journey to build a hidden place. Because he didn't want to lose much energy, he just collected the unground young trees under his skillful hands, a simple a shaped hidden frame that was definitely completed. He didn't even forget to try his battle, but he didn't intend to keep to a shaped one, but instead the Japanese one, so he had to try harder. It is truly a monotonous painting. While building the frame, he heard the sound from afar. As expected, after a long time, God probably saw him working hard, so he gave up for the second time, not wanting to be touched. After a long time, Sander had to put it on. Standing alone in the middle of the rain, Sander had a funny and happy smile. With the weather like this, the hidden place is very important, so it has to be completed as soon as possible. If it doesn't rain like this, you won't be able to see the sun the next day. He rushed to build between the rain, quickly finished building the roof. Now all you have to do is use the leaves to cover it. It can cover the sun and the rain, no more longer worry about the wetness. After the sun sets, the sky is sunny again. He made himself a cup of coffee to bring home and enjoy. Looking at the place where he seems to be still a bit sluggish, but it doesn't matter if it's better. The problem of living has been solved. Now there is only lack of food. He wanders around to see how many useful resources there are. It hasn't been long since he discovered a 10-meter high bush. He was hurt when he was old, but he didn't give up when he was young. He looked for a tree near him and he chewed a branch off the root. He took the root and he chewed it out. The core inside can be eaten, rich in fiber. Moreover, it provides water to the body. After a full meal like that, he continued to go into the wild forest, where there was a warehouse with a bunch of bush leaves waiting. Welcome to my lecture. The surrounding area is full of shrubs, just like the forest that was designed for him to build a house. While walking, he also found a whole pile of fallen grass under the ground. Unfortunately, he couldn't eat it, but he was happy to see it. However, these shrubs are old, as long as a straw, extremely ideal for him to use to reinforce his legendary hiding place. Just like that, he harvested several giant super large leaves and he enthusiastically brought them to his secret base. It can be clearly seen that these leaves are as long as a dime, covering the sun, covering the rain, they are all stable. First, he covered a thin layer of leaves on the surface to have a base, then continued to cover a layer of leaves on top as if making 1,000 layers, creating the second layer. Magnificent. It is estimated that it takes only 15 minutes to finish, but who would have thought that this great project would be so exciting? Next, he took a hand in building a bed frame, a project that requires technical and the aesthetic skills. He closed the wooden blocks, then used the horizontal bar to pit them up as if building a small estate, then used the trunk of the bush to stack them on top, preparing the price list. The fence had a soft bed like a cloud. The bug was sleeping immediately. Now that the hidden place is complete, all you need to do is dig a few places so that it doesn't become a problem even if it rains. The next step is to build a fire group, which is indispensable for a Hollywood-style survival. He went around looking for dry branches, quickly discovered a piece of dry wood, precious as gold in the middle of the wet forest. But it just rained, so the wood had to be brought to dry before it could be used, otherwise it would cry. He chose another tree. This tree is tall, straight and big like a palm tree. No more one else is the favorite grass tree. But he only took the sweetest part, the most delicate part to bring home as a food to keep. He heard that the survival strategy was clear. Cucumber is rich in carbohydrates, energy storage from the table. However, instead of cutting it right away, he leaves the whole tree like that to preserve it. When hungry, he takes it out, and now is the time to light the fire. Everything around is 100% wet. But somehow he finds a dry branch inside, ready to bloom. He carefully chewed each piece of dry wood as if he was cutting a prehistoric ginseng. After that, continue on the way to find the ingredients. He suddenly found a large